y'all. Welcome back to Just the Facts. My name's Jimmy, and I'm with my co-host,
My name's Eric.
and we're about to recap the Super Bowl, man. So, all in all, quick little thoughts and analysis. I think it was pretty. I The score looked like how I thought it would look, kind of, but the game itself, it was a little weird to me. Um, Obviously, both teams came out, went down the field and scored. And the 49ers took control throughout the game. And then, obviously, the Chiefs come back in the fourth quarter and win it. So that begs the question, like, did the Chiefs win it or did the 49ers lose it?
um, yeah, what's it called? They're talking about this on First Take. Um, I kind of say, I'd say it's a combination of both, because like the 49ers, I mean, they pretty much had a good standing on offense like the all game.
Yeah.
And then after halftime, I kind of feel like, well, we're gonna go deep into it, but yeah, I'll just say it was kind of a mix of both, really.
Yeah. I'll say the 49ers just blew it, man. Kyle Shanahan, what the hell, man? So from the play calling to the clock management at the end of the first half, Chiefs are about to punt it with like a minute 30 seconds left. They don't 49ers don't call timeout, and they let the clock go down to like 40 seconds, and then they get the ball back and they don't do anything with it. Um that was terrible right there. I don't know why he wouldn't call a timeout in that situation. And then, of course, in the fourth quarter when the Chiefs were in the middle of the comeback, Niners just stopped running the ball. Man, they just stopped running the ball, and now they wanted to trust Jimmy G. And of course, Jimmy G's not gonna deliver. Like, he's to me, he was never that good. But when you ask him to beat someone, go out and actually make a couple throws to win the game, you can't do it. He got sacked a couple times. He missed Emmanuel Sanders wide open.
That was so bad,
He
dude.
missed him by like 5 yards, bro, wide open. And he just couldn't deliver it, man, like I thought he would, man. So, because even the Chiefs, man, they made some mistakes to where they didn't even deserve to win. Tyreek Hill dropping the pass and it gets intercepted, like stuff like that. And then the 49ers took that picture in the end zone. That was bad, but I mean, Chiefs did all they could to lose that game, honestly. But the 49ers just fundamental stuff they slipped up on, and it cost them.
Yeah, I mean, like they really couldn't have more of a. They really couldn't have a game where the Chiefs make more mistakes than they did the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Because like Mahomes missed a couple. He missed a couple big throws.
yeah.
Really, that Tyreek Hill. Did he throw that behind him, or was that just Tyreek Hill not catching it?
It was a little behind them, but I mean, it was right in Tyreek Hill's hands.
I remember. I don't remember who he threw it to, but there was someone where like he had threw it like back shoulder type. I think it was Sammy. It might have been Sammy. I don't remember. And yeah, they just didn't capitalize off that, and they made a lot of mistakes too. Like the timeout. Looking back at it, at first I was like, okay, well it's whatever. But then looking back at it now, I was like, yeah, that really cost them a lot. Plus Jimmy G missing him for 5 yards. That was really bad too. Like he was down the field.
Wide.
He had beat both of them. He was in front of them by at least a good 3 yards. I mean, he could have caught that and probably ran it in the end zone. And it's like, yeah, you got to capitalize.
Yeah, man.
And Kyle Shanahan also, he's too conservative.
Yeah. It's weird because when he gets in crunch time, the play calling is just like, it's not really conservative. He's just like goes away from what they do best. Obviously they run the ball great all year long. They're having 5 yards to carry in this game, and up until the fourth quarter, and it was like 6 minutes left, and they stopped running the ball. Um, maybe it's because, oh shit, we need to make a play. Patrick Mahomes is on the other sideline. But I'm saying, like, just give Mostert, Coleman the ball, run some clock out. They only ran 1 minute off the clock. They had the ball with 6 minutes left, and they're punting when there was 5 minutes left. So they didn't get a first down or do anything with it. And they only had one running play. The rest two were Jimmy G incompletions. So, I mean, Kyle Shanahan once again is showing that he doesn't know how to manage the game like in the waning seconds. And later down the line, I don't know if this is gonna make him lose his job later on, but I mean, 2 instances in the Super Bowl where he's done something like this, man, and it's just tough.
Yeah, I actually went in and did the math, and in the second quarter, how much do you think Kyle Shanahan has been outscored in the second half?
Second
Of
half.
Yeah,
I
of
know,
the Super Bowl and the Falcons and the Patriots.
I know fourth quarter is like 40-0 or something. What
He's
is
been
it?
he's been outscored 63-10 in the second half.
God, it's bad,
I
man.
was like, God, that's terrible. Like that's not just bad. That's just
Yeah,
that's see
like,
it's so bad. Only a word Steve Nick could come up with it. Like only Steve Nick
like
could
what
come
can
up
you
with
do?
something.
Yeah,
Like
no,
that's terrible.
yeah. But speaking on that, man, Patrick Mahomes didn't have, by any stretch of the imagination, a good game. Really, like you said, he missed a lot of throws early on. He didn't look settled in. He was missing like check downs to Damian Williams. I was like, what is going on with this guy? But obviously in the fourth quarter, make a big play. That 3rd and 15 to Tyreek Hill wide open down the field. I was like, how do you let that happen? But yeah, and then the Sammy Watkins play on Sherman. That was bad. Sherman just let him run right by him. I don't know what he was doing, but um, Mahomes, he just stepped it up in clutch time when he needed to. And people are I think people are overreacting when they're saying he's like the Michael Jordan of NFL, or he's this, like, I don't know. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. Like, slow down, y'all, man. Like, this is his second year, man. Like, he has a MVP, Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP. I mean, let's just calm down though. We're not there yet, bro. We're not there yet.
Yeah, maybe let's give him a good 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Maybe they two-peat, maybe even three-peat, and then maybe
So,
yeah. Yeah, that is hard to do in the NFL. But I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe they could do it because they don't shy away from moments, especially when they're down. That's really their biggest key to that
yeah.
team.
And honestly, this should win last year if it wasn't for D Ford offsides.
I hate that so much, bro.
They would have won it last year too.
Yeah.
They would have destroyed the Rams last year. But no, man, we're just gonna have to see what the future holds. I expect a couple more Super Bowl appearances at least from Mahomes. The Chiefs were the lowest budgeted team this year. They didn't spend too much money. That's surprising to for what they did out there. You'd expect that they had all these stars with all these max contracts and all that, but no, they kept it low key about it. They dispersed the money evenly, offense and defense, and they did their thing. But I wanted to say something about Andy Reid, man. Shout out to Andy Reid. I'm happy for him finally winning the Super Bowl. Now he's a solidified Hall of Famer in my eyes. Took the Eagles to the Super Bowl in 2004 with McNabb and T.O. Lost it to the Patriots. Haven't been back since, but he's won over 200 games, and the only thing left on his resume was the Super Bowl when he got it. So, I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. He's a Hall of Fame coach at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But about the 49ers real quick. Do you think that they'll be back they'll be still great, really good next year?
I don't think. Maybe. Yeah, I think they could get back to the Super Bowl next year. I mean, they have the pieces, and they aren't they the highest budget team in the
I
league?
think they are the highest.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they have most of their defense. I know they have a couple. They have a couple of veterans that their contracts are running up this season. But I mean, they still have most of their main core really, for the
Yeah.
most part.
Um, it's been hard since I think the last 20 years, only two teams that made the Super Bowl the year before has made it to even the conference championship game. So, I mean, always making it back is a tough part in football. So, I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe this is a 1 year thing, but I don't know, man. Maybe teams will start figuring out um, Shanahan and figure out what Jimmy G's doing and um, force Jimmy G to beat him. So, I mean, I guess that's gonna be the game plan going into next year for every team. Now that they see like what they can do to um to stop him. But speaking of Jimmy G, there was some speculation out there that Tom Brady that Patriots should trade Tom Brady for Jimmy G in like a sign and trade type of thing. How you feel about that?
Um, I see why the Patriots want to do it, but I don't know about San Francisco side of the trade, sign and
Yeah,
trade thing.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't really know about that. I mean, you're not gonna sit Tom Brady. I mean, they'd play him, but like it'd really be like, do we really think we're gonna be able to go to the Super Bowl next year? Or because yeah, he doesn't have many years left, so it's kind of like if they feel their organization could go back or not. If so, then they might maybe. I mean,
yeah.
but if they don't, it's not really a positive impact on the organization.
Yeah, they're really like if they do decide to go with that, they'll be selling their future away just for like maybe 2 years of maybe going to the Super Bowl. And I don't know if I'd want to do that with Tom Brady, man. Maybe he gets worse next year. I don't
Yeah,
know. But for the Patriots side of things, I see why they would want to do that. Just to rejuvenate their future. Getting Jimmy G for like 10 plus years back in the Patriot system, hell yeah, I'd take that. He's familiar with everything, and and you can just build around that, and you know what I mean. They already have their defense. They just need a couple more pieces on offense, and I think they'll be straight.
yeah, but do you do you think the Chiefs are gonna make go back next year?
Man, if I had to bet on it right now, I I'd probably say no. Just because the fact that it's hard to make it out of the the out of the conference championship game after being to the Super Bowl the past previous year. But and also that coupled with the fact that I think Lamar Jackson will be more prepared this playoffs than he was in the past two playoffs. They were pretty bad for him, I know, but I think he'll be ready this year along with the defense that they have. They can uh, make a run, of course. If the Texans ends up bolstering their team up a little bit, um, getting the adequate pieces around Deshaun Watson, maybe they could make a run. Who knows what the Patriots will do? But I mean, the Titans a full season with Tannehill next year. I mean, we'll see, man. It's gonna be real tough next year. I think Denver's gonna be a sleeper team next year. By the way, shout out to Kyle. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. How do you feel?
About what, the Chiefs going back next season?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it'll be hard. I mean, I'd say maybe. I definitely wouldn't say like a guaranteed yes. It's gonna be hard because
Yeah,
a lot of teams are gonna get better. Lamar Jackson's gonna improve his throwing. Um, the Texans are gonna help build around Deshaun Watson, and the Titans, yeah, like you said, are also gonna have a full season with Ryan Tannehill. So I mean, they're I'm seeing them having a nice season next year, and then also Derrick Henry going into the offseason off the amazing like last 7 game stretch he had.
it's great. Yeah, but no, I expect the Chiefs to make the playoffs. Of course, they're a playoff
Yeah.
lock in my opinion. But other favorites that I might have up there to go to the Super Bowl. Chiefs, of course, Ravens. I'd say those are the two from the AFC. NFC is kind of tough, man. NFC's wide open, I think.
That's why I didn't say nothing about the NFC because I really
Yeah,
have to think about it. It's like
they're tough, man. It's deep, man. You got San Francisco, of course. You have Seattle, Green Bay, Minnesota, Dallas. Hopefully, it's better with Mike McCarthy. And yeah,
yeah, I'm done getting my hopes up on Dallas. Yeah,
no,
from now on I'm gonna just keep my expectations just very low. So if something like that happens, or we maybe get to like the NFC champion somehow, I'll be really happy.
yeah, and hopefully Carson Wentz could stay healthy for a freaking playoff game. Like he still hasn't played in a playoff game yet. Like, I mean, he still hasn't finished a playoff game yet. Like, that's disappointing for them. But I mean, next season, of course, it's gonna be fun. I'm already looking forward to the off seasons. I think this gonna be one of the best off seasons in a while in the NFL in terms of like big moves, all these quarterbacks, Brady, of course, Newton, all these other guys, and to the draft and who's going where to where and all that. So I mean,
Great off season to be a Bengals fan.
yeah, man. Shoot, yeah, even like Andy Dalton, I don't know where he's gonna end up, but I mean, we'll see all that stuff
Mm.
unfold, man. But as of this season, that's pretty much all I got for y'all.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I like to say in the NFC, if the Cowboys don't make it or the Falcons don't make it, which which they which they
You're gonna
which
be
they
terrible
prob which
here,
they
bro.
probably won't. I want to see the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just because personally Russell Wilson's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league.
yeah,
I feel like they shouldn't have lost the way they did lose.
yeah.
I feel like they should have won that game. Poor Russell Wilson with the O line. Hopefully they can improve it. It doesn't need to be good, but just make it all right.
Yeah, I wish they beat the Packers, man. I would have picked them to beat the Niners if they beat the Packers, but yeah, and Pete Carroll gets a lot of hate for one play. I mean, it was a bad play.
It was a
He
really
get
bad play.
he gets a lot of hate for that, but he's a really great coach.
People still talk. Stephen A. still talks about that constantly.
He was talking about that like yesterday or
Yeah,
something.
when he was talking about Kyle Shanahan and bad plays, he always brings
Yeah,
up Pete Carroll passing it on the 1 yard line.
yeah, man. But yeah, that was bad. But
And what's it called? Malcolm Butler brought it up the other day too.
he
Yeah,
was
he he was like, I'm pretty sure it was Super Bowl day. He was like, it feels like it was yesterday when it was a picture of him picking it off.
that's crazy. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Next video, I don't know what it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be NBA related, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably, mm, probably, probably like a first half NBA season type of episode,
yeah,
maybe.
something like that, or like maybe we can also do All Star All Star Weekend predictions or something like that. Just talk about All
Yeah,
Star Weekend,
or like
all
first half awards or whatever.
yeah, we can
Yeah.
add that too. So. Yeah, man, y'all need to stay tuned, man. We're coming out with more stuff. We're still learning, man. We're still in the process of everything. We're still getting better. Um, but we're trying, man. But if you're watching this video, like it, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, man. And we're out.
Peace.